Hey everyone, Celdubber here on the Diablo forums page, and I saw a great post here by this guy named Droth Vader, and apparently he's operating by memory, but apparently he spoke to John Yang about the future of Diablo and basically where they want to take the game from here. Now, I've kind of reached my breaking point with this game because the design philosophies just don't add up to me. They're backwards. What I'm getting from this, and I'm not surprised by any means, the BlizzCon panel was lackluster at best. They're not trying to address the problems. And in their mind, the problems, like limited gameplay options, set pieces being mandatory, are what they want to continue relying on. And this is absolutely ludicrous, in my opinion. This is a game with millions of items in it, and yet you're telling me that only 12, two sets, basically, are valuable. And then crit damage and crit hit chance on everything else. Vitality, main stat, and all resist. It's absolutely ridiculous how many affixes you need to worry about, but at the same time, only a handful of them are viable. The mentality is broken. The system is out of whack. Let me go through a few things that just. So basically, Blizzard wants to try to, instead of fixing the itemization process and making sets fewer in number so you can mix and match, they want to add more generic 6-piece sets and basically force you into more sets. Yep, these World of Warcraft idiots don't fucking get it. This is not about what your set is. It's what I want to play as the paying customer, the player, not your set. I want to make my own set. I want to customize different aspects of my character and skill synergy. This is the big one. Synergy. There is no synergy in Diablo. You can try and try and try to mix and match, but because we don't have a skill point system, at the end of the day, you're basically just aiming for a set that grants a couple of affixes. Great. Couple of abilities that, unless it's Marauders, unless it's Akans, unless it's Firebirds, are negligent at best. And I am very doubtful with this development team that these new, powerful endgame sets are going to be so, because they've let us down consistently with the endgame sets they've brought out. It is just a joke that they think that adding more 6-piece sets is the solution. It is ludicrous to say that. Baloney. It's laziness. It's Activision and Blizzard saying, what's the quickest way we can make a fix in the next patch? Instead of looking at the real issue here. Ancient items. On legendaries you'll never even see to begin with, like a furnace. Can't find a furnace, no chance, unless you're the 1% that does find the furnace. You know, they're adding the ancient tier now, and all the ancient tier is a slightly stronger version. They don't add more unique passives or affixes to the item. Let me tell you something. Marvel Heroes, the unique items have multiple abilities, not just one. Blizzard, what the fuck? You can't give me a legendary with more than one ability? Is it really that much to ask that the ancient version, that's supposed to be way more powerful, have a few more abilities that add synergy? It's not that hard. Let's take an example here. This useless item called the Pus Spitter. It shoots out a stupid glob of goo, and it's for Poison Build Witch Doctor. What if the ancient version of this bow not only shot out a poison glop of goo, but then that goo, whenever an enemy walked over it, would take double damage for 10 seconds? Okay? Or the enemies became contagious, and every other enemy within 10 or 15 yards of that enemy that got the goo on them would then start to take damage over time based on your poison damage. Something of that nature. But no, they're not going to address that issue. The RNG slot machine formula with the 6-piece sets as your goal, the 6-piece set is your goal. If that's not your goal in the game, you shouldn't be playing. That's why I've actually stopped playing myself. Because the goal is so backwards in this game. It's a disaster that this development team is in charge. You could pay me $50 and I would come up with a much better endgame than these fools are right now. It's stupid. These guys don't fucking get it. They don't know what we want. Actually, they do know what we want, but they refuse to do it. It's frustrating. It's disgusting. I can't say how annoyed I am right now with these answers. Just read this post if you can go find it. I showed it on the. Let me take a look. Why is it that some sets like M6 sucks and then are insanely powerful at the 6-piece set? The goal of creating a new set is to set it up kind of like breakpoints. Your power grows at relatively the same rate. That's the problem. It's too formulaic. You want us to grow at increments with the set. That's your goal. Not with, because it's an RNG game, let me find some cool things to mix and match. That doesn't exist in Diablo because, as you've seen, I have videos of my Lightning Crusader who can only do about, greater of 28, 29. I spent a long time trying to build that character just to see how far I could take it, and the limitations are so apparent. I have to use the Icon set. I have to. Now look at this. This is where I got really angry and wanted to make this video. They're adding a 6-piece to every existing 4-piece set, and in the future, all sets will be 6 pieces. Now let's see why that's a problem. And I just explained why, but in their mind, filling more of your character item slots with required set items is going to improve this game. Get the fuck out of here, Blizzard. You guys are so fucking stupid. I don't get it. You don't fucking get it. I don't want to play your build, developer. You should give me the option. Maybe I want to, maybe I don't. Sets should be an optional thing, not the thing I have to use. But I've given up on your game. I've given up. It was fun for a while. It was a good time, but I think I'm officially done with Diablo. And a lot of people have quit this way, but this is where I've gone over the line. Seeing that this is their vision, I'm fucking done. Oh, it's annoying.